Imagine being at the top of your game, coming off wins, climbing the rankings, and then in one moment your body says, stop. Today we're counting down 10 top tennis stars who were forced to quit early because of injury. These are careers that promised Grand Slam trophies, legendary rivalries, and highlight reels, but were tragically cut short when injury struck. Grab a seat, smash that like button, and let's dive into the most heartbreaking and inspiring moments in tennis history. These are the players who made us dream, then made us cry, and left us asking, what if? Let's get started. At number 10 we have Juan Martín del Potro. Born September 23, 1988 in Tandil, Argentina, Del Potro emerged as a junior standout, winning the 2002 Orange Bowl at just 14. He turned pro in 2005 and quickly rose through the ranks with his explosive forehand. Delpo had a forehand that could break the sound barrier and a US Open trophy in his cabinet. But from 2010 onwards, wrist injuries plagued his career, followed by a devastating knee injury in 2019. Multiple surgeries and endless rehab turned his career into a heartbreaking cycle of comebacks and goodbyes. His farewell match in Buenos Aires left the crowd in tears, proof of how much he meant to tennis. Number 9, Monica Seles. Born December 2, 1973 in Novi Sad, Yugoslavia, now Serbia, and moved to the US as a teen to train at the Nick Bollettieri Academy. She burst onto the scene in 1989, winning the French Open at 16. By 19, Seles had 9 Grand Slam titles and was dominating the sport. Then, in 1993, a fan attacked and stabbed her during a match in Hamburg. The physical wound healed, but the mental and emotional scars never fully went away. Once unstoppable as a teenager with 8 major titles, only to have it all shattered. She returned 2.5 years later, even winning the 1996 Australian Open, but the mental trauma and disruption forever altered the legend she might have become. The unstoppable teenage dominance was gone forever. Number 8, Anna Kournikova. Born June 7, 1981 in Moscow, Russia, Kournikova was a tennis prodigy who moved to Florida at age 10 for advanced training. She reached the Wimbledon semifinals in 1997 at just 16. Anna was more than a pretty face. She was a world-class doubles champion and a top 10 singles player. But chronic back and foot injuries forced her out in her early 20s. The hype, fame, and marketing often overshadowed her actual talent, but those who saw her play know that without injuries, she could have gone much further. Number 7, Laura Robson. Born January 21, 1994 in Melbourne, Australia, but moved to London as a child. She won the Wimbledon girls' singles title in 2008 at 14. Laura Robson was touted as Britain's next big tennis star, but a combination of wrist injuries and hip surgery derailed her rise. Robson fought hard for comebacks, but the body simply wouldn't cooperate. She officially retired in 2022, leaving fans wondering what she could have achieved with a clean bill of health. Number 6, Gustavo Kuerten. Born September 10, 1976 in Florianópolis, Brazil, Kuerten turned pro in 1995 and captured the French Open in 1997 as an unseeded player. Known for his charisma and clay court brilliance, he became world number 1 in 2000. His looping topspin forehand and fighting spirit won fans worldwide. 3-time French Open champion Guga Kuerten lit up Roland Garros with his attacking style and big heart. But hip problems became so severe that he had to retire at just 31. Even in pain, he played his last Roland Garros match in 2008, wearing a heart on his shirt for the crowd that adored him. Number 5, Martina Hingis. Born September 30, 1980 in Košice, Czechoslovakia, now Slovakia, and raised in Switzerland. She became the youngest Grand Slam champion of the 20th century by winning the 1997 Australian Open at 16. The youngest ever world number 1, Hingis had an unmatched tennis IQ. A prodigy turned tactician, was hit hardest by her ankles. By 2003, chronic ankle injuries and pain forced her to retire at just 22, even though she dominated the sport, won 5 Grand Slam singles titles, and held number 1 for more than 200 weeks. Though she returned years later and found huge success in doubles, her singles career never fully recovered. A true what-if story in the open era. Number 4, Marian Barolei. Born October 2, 1984 in Le Puy-en-Velay, France, Barolei turned pro in 2000. Her unconventional style and two-handed strokes on both sides made her a unique force on tour. In 2013, Barolei won Wimbledon in storybook fashion, and then shocked the world by retiring just weeks later, citing unbearable physical pain. Years of grinding training had taken their toll. Her sudden goodbye showed that even the highest point of a career can come alongside the end. Number 3, Maria Sharapova. Born April 19, 1987 in Nalbandian, Russia, Sharapova moved to Florida at age 7 to train at the IMG Academy. She stunned the tennis world by winning Wimbledon in 2004 at just 17. Sharapova was one of the biggest stars in tennis history. She completed the career Grand Slam, winning all 4 Grand Slams. A global icon with a complete game and multi-Grand Slam pedigree. But persistent shoulder injuries and surgery in 2008 chipped away at her serve and power. Though she frequently battled back, those physical limits cast a shadow over the later years of her career, including surgery in 2008, haunted her for years, affecting her serve and overall power. While she made remarkable comebacks, her later seasons were plagued by physical struggles, leading to her retirement in 2020. Number 2, Dinara Safhina. Born April 27, 1986 in Moscow, Russia, into a tennis family, her brother Marat Safin was also world number 1. She turned pro in 2000 and steadily climbed the rankings with her powerful baseline game. Safhina climbed to world number 1 in 2009 and reached 3 Grand Slam finals. But a crippling back injury forced her to withdraw from tournaments and eventually step away from the sport entirely by her mid-20s. She never officially announced her retirement, but her absence became permanent, a quiet and sad end to a promising career. Top on our list is David Nalbandian. Born January 1, 1982 in Unquillo, Argentina, Nalbandian had one of the most complete all-court games ever, reaching a Wimbledon final in 2002, triumphing over top seed and beating Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic in their primes. A thrilling all-court player capable of beating every member of the Big Three, saw his career repeatedly sidelined by abdominal tears, hip and shoulder surgeries. By 2013, after another shoulder operation, his body had enough, and he retired in 2013, leaving behind a career of brilliance in flashes. Which of these retirement from injuries broke your heart the most? And who else did we leave on this list? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching our Sports Stars Stories. Kindly subscribe to our channel and stay updated for more interesting videos and captivating stories of our stars in the world of sports.